My friends, I have spent a lifetime studying the most successful individuals of our era, interviewing them, analyzing their habits, and distilling the very essence of their achievements. What I discovered was nothing short of revolutionary, yet simultaneously as ancient as human thought itself. The principles I am about to share with you have transformed countless lives from poverty to prosperity, from failure to success, from despair to hope. The law of attraction is not merely a theory, it is a fundamental principle operating in your life at this very moment, whether you recognize it or not. Just as gravity does not require your belief to function, the law of attraction works with unwavering consistency, drawing into your life the circumstances, people, and opportunities that match your dominant thoughts. Let me be abundantly clear. Your thoughts are the most powerful forces in the universe, accessible to the human mind. They are not mere fleeting shadows in your consciousness. They are living, vibrating energy with the capacity to transmute themselves into their physical equivalent. This is the starting point of all achievement, all success, and all fortune. Consider your mind as a powerful electromagnet. The thoughts you consistently entertain become charged with emotional energy, growing in strength until they become powerful enough to attract their physical counterparts from the outer world. This is not mysticism. This is a practical principle that has been demonstrated by every great achiever who has ever lived. Thomas Edison, Henry Ford, Andrew Carnegie. These men understood, perhaps instinctively, that their dominant thoughts would organize the necessary physical ingredients required to transform those thoughts into reality. They recognized that the outer world of circumstances is but a reflection of the inner world of thought. When I interviewed Mr. Carnegie for what would become my life's work, he shared a profound truth. Any idea that is held in the mind, that is emphasized, that is either feared or revered, will begin at once to clothe itself in the most convenient and appropriate physical form available. This statement encapsulates the essence of the law of attraction. You are today where your thoughts have brought you. You will be tomorrow where your thoughts take you. Every thought you entertain has two fundamental aspects: the energy of the thought itself and the faith with which it is impregnated. A thought without faith is like a seed planted in concrete. It cannot take root. Your beliefs serve as the fertile soil in which your thoughts either flourish or perish. I have observed that most individuals who fail to achieve their desires do so not because they lack the ability, but because they lack the faith that their desires can be fulfilled. They sabotage their own success through doubt, fear, and disbelief. The law of attraction responds not just to your conscious intentions, but to your deepest beliefs. If you secretly harbor doubts about your worthiness to receive abundance, if you question whether prosperity is possible for someone like you, then regardless of your surface desires, you will continue to attract circumstances that confirm these underlying beliefs. The universe does not respond to what you want, it responds to what you believe you deserve. Every thought you maintain vibrates at a specific frequency. Thoughts of lack, limitation, and fear vibrate at a low frequency. Thoughts of abundance, possibility, and confidence vibrate at a high frequency. Like attracts like, low-frequency thoughts attract low-frequency circumstances, while high-frequency thoughts attract high-frequency circumstances. This explains why some individuals seem to be trapped in cycles of misfortune, while others appear blessed with continuous streams of opportunity. It is not luck, coincidence, or fate. It is the law of attraction responding with mathematical precision to the vibrational quality of their predominant thoughts. To change your circumstances, you must first change your vibration. This requires conscious, deliberate control over your thought processes. You must become the gatekeeper of your own mind, vigilantly monitoring the thoughts you allow to take root and flourish there. The application of the law of attraction begins with desire, not the weak, wishing kind of desire that dissipates at the first sign of opposition, but a burning, obsessive desire that persists in the face of all obstacles. This kind of desire is the fertile soil from which all great achievements spring. When a person is filled with a burning desire for something specific, they naturally begin to think about it constantly. These thoughts become charged with emotion, and the law of attraction begins to work, drawing to them the people, circumstances, and opportunities necessary for the fulfillment of that desire. But mere desire is not enough. Many people desire great things but achieve little. The difference lies in the transformation of desire into definite purpose, backed by persistence and a detailed plan of action. The law of attraction works most effectively when desire is crystallized into specific goals with definite time frames. Nothing significant was ever achieved without a definite purpose. The law of attraction cannot work efficiently in the absence of clearly defined objectives. Vague wishes produce vague results. Specific goals, held with unwavering focus, produce specific outcomes. I have counseled thousands of individuals over the years, and I have observed that the principal reason for failure is a lack of a definite major purpose. Most people drift through life, reacting to circumstances rather than creating them, hoping for better conditions rather than demanding them. When you develop absolute clarity about what you want and maintain that clarity with stubborn persistence, you activate the law of attraction in its most powerful form. The universe itself seems to conspire to bring about the fulfillment of your purpose through channels that you cannot initially see or anticipate. Faith is the head chemist of the mind. When faith is blended with thought, the subconscious mind instantly picks up the vibration, translates it into its spiritual equivalent, and transmits it to infinite intelligence. The vibration from infinite intelligence is then picked up by the subconscious mind and communicated to you in the form of hunches, inspirations, or ideas. Faith removes limitations. When you approach a situation with absolute faith in your ability to overcome it, you access resources within yourself that remain dormant in the doubtful mind. Faith is not blind optimism. It is the confident expectation of things yet unseen, based on an unshakable belief in the orderliness of the universe and the reliability of its laws. As I shared in Think and Grow Rich, faith is a state of mind that may be induced or created by affirmations or repeated instructions to the subconscious mind. By repeatedly affirming to yourself that you possess the qualities and capabilities necessary for success, you can induce the subconscious to accept these affirmations as fact and act upon them. The law of attraction works most efficiently when desire is reinforced by vivid, emotional visualization. The subconscious mind cannot distinguish between an actual experience and one that is vividly imagined. When you visualize your desired outcome with intensity and emotion, you impress this image upon the subconscious, which then works day and night to bring about the conditions necessary for its realization. The great inventor Nikola Tesla once said, "If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration." When you visualize your desires with emotional intensity, you create a specific vibrational frequency that the law of attraction must respond to. I advise you to set aside time each day to visualize your desires as already fulfilled. See yourself in possession of your goal. Feel the emotions you would experience upon its achievement. Engage all your senses in this visualization. The more real you can make it in your mind, the more rapidly the law of attraction will work to make it real in your life. Gratitude is not merely a sentiment, it is a powerful force that accelerates the operation of the law of attraction. When you are grateful for what you already have, you establish a vibrational frequency that aligns with abundance rather than lack. This frequency acts as a powerful magnet, drawing to you more circumstances for which to be grateful. The habit of expressing heartfelt gratitude for all the blessings in your life, even before your desires are fulfilled, demonstrates faith in the reliability of universal law. It shows that you understand that the fulfillment of your desire is already in process, moving toward you at this very moment. In my conversations with the most successful individuals of my era, I discovered that gratitude was not an occasional emotion for them, but a constant state of mind. They were grateful not only for their achievements but also for their challenges, recognizing that every obstacle contained within it the seed of an equivalent or greater benefit. The law of attraction works in harmony with what Ralph Waldo Emerson called the law of compensation, which states that for every service rendered, compensation must be provided. The universe maintains perfect balance. If you desire to receive certain benefits, you must be willing to deliver service of equivalent value. This explains why some individuals fervently apply visualization techniques, yet see little result. They are attempting to receive without giving, to reap without sowing. The law of attraction brings to you not what you want, but what you are, what you have become through service to others. The most effective way to activate the law of attraction is to focus not on what you can get, but on what you can give. When you dedicate yourself to providing valuable service to others, you establish a vibration of giving that must, by universal law, be balanced by receiving. The law of attraction is often misunderstood as a passive process, a matter of thinking positive thoughts and waiting for results to appear. Nothing could be further from the truth. The law of attraction brings opportunities, not outcomes. It opens doors, it does not push you through them. Action is the bridge between thought and reality. Without action, even the most powerful thoughts remain unrealized potentials. The law of attraction works when thought is combined with purpose, persistence, and passionate action. When you act in alignment with your dominant thoughts, you demonstrate faith in their power to produce results. This faith amplifies the attraction process, drawing to you even more opportunities for advancement toward your goal. In the next part of our exploration, we will delve deeper into the practical application of these principles, the specific habits of mind and action that allow you to harness the law of attraction with maximum effectiveness. We will explore the role of the mastermind alliance, the transmutation of sexual energy, and the power of organized planning in manifesting your desires. Remember, my friends, that the principles I have shared with you today are not theories but proven laws that govern the universe. Apply them diligently, and success must come to you as certainly as water flows downhill or the sun rises in the east. It is not a matter of chance, but of law. My earnest students of success, in our first session together, we explored the fundamental principles of the law of attraction, the immutable truth that your dominant thoughts are transformed through various processes into their physical equivalent. Now, we shall turn our attention to the practical application of these principles in your daily life. I have often observed that knowledge without application is like a book that remains forever closed. Its wisdom lies dormant, its potential unrealized. The principles I have shared with you possess the power to revolutionize your circumstances, but only if you put them into consistent, persistent practice. In my extensive research spanning several decades, interviewing the most accomplished individuals of my generation, I discovered that successful application of the law of attraction follows a precise pattern. This pattern, which I have termed the science of personal achievement, consists of specific mental and physical disciplines that, when followed diligently, activate the law of attraction in its most powerful form. Let us examine these disciplines one by one, understanding their individual importance and their collective synergy in manifesting your desires. The starting point of all achievement is definiteness of purpose, knowing exactly what you want to accomplish. Without a clear, specific purpose, the law of attraction cannot operate efficiently in your life. It is like attempting to tune a radio without knowing the frequency you wish to receive. I advise you to set aside a specific time, preferably when your mind is fresh and receptive, such as early morning or late evening, to define your major purpose in life and the specific goals that will lead to its fulfillment. Write these down in clear, precise language, including definite timeframes for their achievement. This written statement of your purpose becomes a contract with yourself, a blueprint that your subconscious mind will work tirelessly to fulfill. Review this statement daily, preferably aloud, with emotion and conviction. This daily review impresses your purpose ever more deeply into your subconscious mind and keeps your conscious mind focused on its attainment. Remember, vague wishes bring vague results. The law of attraction responds with mathematical precision to the definiteness of your desire. No great achievement is the work of a single mind. The most successful individuals in history have always surrounded themselves with a carefully selected group of minds, working in perfect harmony toward a specific objective. I call this the mastermind principle. When two or more minds come together in a spirit of perfect harmony, focused on a specific purpose, they create a third mind, a mastermind, more powerful than the sum of its parts. This mastermind connects with infinite intelligence and can access ideas, insights, and solutions unavailable to the individual mind working alone. To apply this principle in service of the law of attraction, carefully select individuals whose knowledge, experience, and character complement your own. Meet with them regularly to discuss your goals and the challenges you face in achieving them. Approach these meetings with absolute candor and a genuine desire to help others achieve their goals as well. The combined thought energy of a well-formed mastermind alliance creates a powerful vibration that accelerates the attraction of opportunities, resources, and circumstances conducive to the achievement of your shared objectives. Desire and faith must be crystallized into definite plans through organized planning, else they remain ethereal and ineffective. The law of attraction brings opportunities, but these opportunities must be recognized and acted upon through well-conceived plans. Develop the habit of dedicating regular time to the formulation of detailed plans for the achievement of your desires. Consider all possible obstacles you might encounter and develop specific strategies to overcome them. Identify the knowledge, skills, resources, and relationships you will need, and develop plans to acquire them. Remember, however, that no plan is perfect at its inception. Be prepared to revise your plans repeatedly, based on feedback from your results. Temporary defeat is not permanent failure. It is merely a signal that your plans need refinement. Flexibility in planning is as important as definiteness of purpose. The most successful planners are those who can quickly abandon plans that prove ineffective and formulate new ones. This capacity for rapid adjustment is what I call organized improvisation, and it is a hallmark of those who most effectively apply the law of attraction. The law of attraction cannot work effectively in the life of an individual who cannot make decisions promptly and maintain them firmly. Procrastination is the thief of opportunity. Those who cannot decide quickly cannot expect to attract abundant success. Successful individuals reach decisions promptly and change them slowly, if at all. Unsuccessful people reach decisions slowly and change them frequently. This vacillation creates a conflicting vibration that confuses the law of attraction and produces inconsistent results. Develop the habit of making clear decisions based on all available facts, then standing by those decisions unless significant new information emerges. This definiteness creates a clear vibration that the law of attraction can respond to with equal definiteness. Remember that no one has ever achieved outstanding success without the capacity to reach definite decisions. Study the lives of successful men and women, and you will find this trait invariably present. Persistence is to the character of man what carbon is to steel. It is the quality that guarantees the application of all other principles of success. Without persistence, the law of attraction cannot work consistently in your life, for your vibration will change with every temporary defeat or disappointment. Persistence means taking continuous action toward your goals regardless of circumstances, criticism, or temporary failure. It means maintaining your desire, faith, and plans through the inevitable challenges that arise in any worthwhile pursuit. Those who have cultivated the habit of persistence seem protected by a shield of resilience. Difficulties, which break the resolve of others, only serve to strengthen their determination. They have learned that most failures are temporary defeats that yield to persistent effort. When you persist through challenges, you demonstrate unshakable faith in your ability to achieve your desire. This faith creates a powerful vibration that activates the law of attraction at its highest level, drawing to you the resources, opportunities, and circumstances necessary for success. To effectively apply the law of attraction, you must harness the power of autosuggestion, the principle by which any thought, plan, or purpose may be planted in the subconscious mind through repetition and emotion. Your subconscious mind does not distinguish between constructive and destructive thoughts. It works day and night to transmute your dominant thoughts into their physical equivalent, regardless of their nature. Through autosuggestion, you can deliberately choose the thoughts you plant in your subconscious. Develop a series of affirmations that reflect your desires as already fulfilled. For example, if financial prosperity is your goal, you might affirm, "Money comes to me in ever-increasing quantities through multiple sources of income." Repeat these affirmations aloud with emotion and conviction, at least twice daily upon waking and before sleep, when your subconscious mind is most receptive. The effectiveness of autosuggestion depends on the emotional charge with which these affirmations are delivered. Cold, mechanical repetition produces minimal results. It is the emotion, the feeling that impresses the subconscious and activates the law of attraction. Of all the emotions that humans experience, none has greater power to motivate action than the drive for sexual expression. When properly understood and channeled, this energy can become a creative force of tremendous power in attracting success. Sex transmutation means the switching of the mind from thoughts of physical expression to thoughts of another nature. When harnessed and redirected, this energy can enhance creativity, sharpen reasoning powers, and provide the persistent drive necessary for achievement. The most successful individuals have learned to harness this powerful force and direct it toward the attainment of their goals rather than allowing it to be dissipated through purely physical expression. This does not mean suppression of natural desires, but rather their constructive redirection. When you consciously redirect your sexual energy toward your definite major purpose, you create a vibration of tremendous power that accelerates the operation of the law of attraction in your life. Your emotions determine the vibrational frequency you broadcast to the universe. Positive emotions such as faith, love, enthusiasm, and gratitude vibrate at high frequencies and attract positive circumstances. Negative emotions such as fear, anger, jealousy, and resentment vibrate at low frequencies and attract negative circumstances. To effectively apply the law of attraction, you must develop mastery over your emotional states. This does not mean suppressing genuine emotions, but rather cultivating the ability to choose your dominant emotional states regardless of external circumstances. Begin by becoming aware of your emotional responses throughout the day. When you notice yourself experiencing a negative emotion, consciously substitute a positive one. This practice, which I call emotional transmutation, requires vigilance and persistence, but yields extraordinary results over time. Remember that your emotional state in any given moment is not determined by your circumstances, but by your thoughts about those circumstances. Change your thoughts, and your emotions will change accordingly. The law of attraction responds to your focus of attention. Whatever you consistently focus on expands in your life, whether desired or unwanted. This explains why individuals who constantly worry about lack, limitation, or failure tend to experience more of the same. To apply this principle effectively, develop the habit of focusing your attention exclusively on what you want, never on what you don't want. If financial abundance is your goal, focus on the abundance you already have and the abundance you desire to attain. Never focus on bills, debts, or financial limitations. This discipline of attention requires practice. Begin by monitoring your thoughts for a single day, noting how often your mind gravitates toward what you don't want. Then make a conscious effort to redirect your attention toward what you do want whenever you notice this happening. Over time, this practice becomes automatic, and your mind naturally focuses on the positive outcomes you desire, creating a vibrational frequency that attracts those outcomes into your experience. Imagination is the workshop of the mind, where all plans are created before being transformed into reality. The law of attraction works through both aspects of imagination: the synthetic imagination, which arranges old concepts, ideas, or plans into new combinations, and the creative imagination, which connects with infinite intelligence to receive new ideas. Dedicate time each day to the deliberate exercise of your imagination. Visualize your desires as already fulfilled. See yourself in possession of the wealth, relationships, or achievements you seek. Feel the emotions you would experience upon their attainment. Engage all your senses in this visualization to make it as vivid and real as possible. This practice impresses your desires upon the subconscious with emotional intensity, activating the law of attraction at its most powerful level. The subconscious, unable to distinguish between actual experience and vividly imagined experience, begins to work toward the realization of these mental images. Faith is the foundation upon which all worthwhile achievement is built. It is the starting point of all miracles and of all wonders of nature which cannot be analyzed by the rules of science. It is the only known antidote to failure. To develop and strengthen your faith, act as though you already possess the traits and qualities you desire to develop. This principle, which I call assumption, is based on the psychological truth that action precedes emotion more reliably than emotion precedes action. If you wish to develop unbounded faith in your ability to achieve your goals, begin by acting as though you already possessed this faith. Make decisions promptly and confidently. Speak with assurance. Carry yourself with certainty. These actions will generate feelings of confidence, which will in turn strengthen your faith. As your faith grows stronger, the law of attraction responds with greater power, bringing to you the people, circumstances, and opportunities necessary for the fulfillment of your desires. Just as you cleanse your physical body daily, so must you cleanse your mental and emotional body. The accumulation of negative thoughts, worries, resentments, and fears creates a vibrational frequency that counteracts your positive intentions. Develop the habit of mental and emotional inventory at the end of each day. Examine the thoughts and emotions you experienced throughout the day. Release any negativity through forgiveness of others and of yourself. Reaffirm your faith in your ability to achieve your goals. This daily mental cleanse ensures that your vibrational output remains predominantly positive, allowing the law of attraction to work efficiently in bringing your desires into manifestation. Success, through the law of attraction, rarely manifests as a sudden dramatic event. More commonly, it unfolds according to natural rhythms of growth, much like the changing of seasons or the development of a plant from seed to full bloom. Understand and respect these natural rhythms. There is a time for planting, setting goals and making plans, a time for cultivation, taking consistent action and developing necessary skills, and a time for harvest, receiving the fruits of your efforts. Impatience with these natural cycles can disrupt the operation of the law of attraction. Develop the wisdom to discern which phase of achievement you are currently experiencing and align your actions accordingly. During planting phases, focus on clarity and definiteness. During cultivation phases, emphasize persistence and continual improvement. During harvest phases, practice gratitude and wise stewardship of your achievements. In the third and final part of our exploration, we will examine advanced applications of the law of attraction, including the role of intuition, the power of detachment, and the integration of these principles into a comprehensive philosophy of success. We will also explore common obstacles to successful application and strategies for overcoming them. Remember, my dedicated students, that the principles I have shared with you are not mere theories but natural laws that operate with unfailing consistency. Apply them diligently, and the law of attraction must work in your life just as surely as the law of gravity must work when you drop an object from your hand. My dedicated students of prosperity, we have journeyed together through the fundamental principles of the law of attraction and its practical application in your daily affairs. Now, we ascend to the summit of our exploration, the mastery and integration of these principles into a comprehensive philosophy of life that will inevitably attract success in all its forms. What I share with you now represents the distilled wisdom gathered from my lifelong study of the most successful individuals of our era. These are not merely techniques to be occasionally applied, but a way of being that transforms you into a living magnet for success, prosperity, and abundance. When you first begin to apply the law of attraction, you must do so consciously and deliberately, often against the momentum of established thought patterns. With persistent practice, however, these principles become integrated into your subconscious mind, operating automatically without conscious effort. This integrated consciousness is the ultimate goal of our work together. It is a state in which correct thought, positive emotion, and effective action flow naturally from your being without strain or struggle. In this state, you attract success, not because of what you do, but because of what you have become. The path to this integrated consciousness involves several advanced practices and understandings, which we shall now explore. As you consistently apply the principles we have discussed, you will notice an increasing frequency of intuitive insights related to your goals. These flashes of inspiration, seemingly arising from nowhere, are in fact communications from your higher self through what I call the sixth sense. Intuition is the voice of infinite intelligence speaking directly to your conscious mind. It often manifests as a sudden knowing, a compelling urge to take specific action, or a creative solution to a problem you have been contemplating. To develop and refine this faculty, maintain a receptive attitude toward these intuitive flashes. When they occur, record them immediately, for they are often fleeting. Then, most importantly, act upon them promptly. Each time you act on intuitive guidance and experience positive results, you strengthen this communication channel. Many of the most successful individuals I have studied attribute their greatest achievements not to logical planning, but to intuitive insights that came at critical moments. They developed the habit of listening to this inner guidance and acting upon it without hesitation. The more you trust and follow your intuition, the more reliable it becomes as a guide. This creates a powerful positive feedback loop that accelerates your application of the law of attraction, drawing to you opportunities and insights beyond the reach of logical analysis alone. Paradoxically, the law of attraction works most effectively when you maintain a certain degree of detachment from the specific outcomes you desire. This detachment is not indifference or lack of desire, but rather a profound trust in the perfect unfolding of universal law. When you are anxiously attached to specific outcomes, constantly monitoring progress and worrying about results, you create a vibration of fear and doubt that counteracts your positive intentions. Detachment, on the other hand, creates a vibration of trust and confidence that accelerates manifestation. Practice holding your desires with what the Eastern philosophers call open hands rather than clenched fists. Know what you want with perfect clarity. Take consistent action toward its achievement, but release the anxiety about exactly when and how it will manifest. This detachment is based on the understanding that the intelligence which created the universe may have better plans for you than those you have conceived. What appears as a setback or delay often proves, in retrospect, to have been the perfect unfolding of events for your highest good. The law of attraction sometimes works in mysterious ways, bringing challenges and obstacles that appear to contradict your intentions for success. The mastery of this law requires understanding that within every adversity lies the seed of an equivalent or greater benefit. The most successful individuals I have studied developed the habit of transmuting adversity into advantage. They recognize that challenges are not punishments but opportunities for growth, refinement of plans, development of character, and discovery of resources they would not otherwise have found. When facing obstacles, rather than asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask instead, "What is this challenge trying to teach me? How can I use this experience to advance toward my goals? What opportunity lies hidden within this difficulty?" This shift in perspective transforms the vibrational quality of your response to adversity. Instead of broadcasting frustration and defeat, you emanate curiosity, confidence, and determination, frequencies that attract creative solutions and unexpected opportunities. Remember always that the law of attraction responds not to your circumstances, but to your response to those circumstances. By responding to challenges with the expectation of hidden benefits, you create a vibration that attracts those benefits into your experience. The universe operates according to precise, immutable laws. One of these is what I term the cosmic habit force, the tendency of nature to follow established patterns. This principle can be harnessed to accelerate the operation of the law of attraction in your life. When you establish consistent habits of thought, emotion, and action aligned with your goals, you create pathways of least resistance through which the law of attraction can operate with maximum efficiency. These habits, once firmly established, create a momentum that carries you toward your desires with ever-increasing velocity. The initial establishment of these habits often requires conscious effort and discipline. You must vigilantly monitor your thoughts, deliberately choose empowering emotions, and consistently take effective actions despite varying moods and circumstances. As these habits become established through repetition, however, they begin to operate automatically under the momentum of the cosmic habit force. Your positive thoughts, emotions, and actions become your natural response to all situations, creating a continuous vibration that magnetically attracts success. The law of attraction operates not only in the realm of circumstances and opportunities, but also in the realm of relationships. The quality of your influence over others is directly proportional to the quality of your character and the clarity of your purpose. As you develop the qualities we have discussed, definiteness of purpose, faith, persistence, emotional control, you naturally become more attractive to others. People of similar vibration are drawn to you, while those whose vibration would impede your progress naturally fall away. This magnetic influence extends beyond personal relationships to all forms of association. Business partners, employees, customers, and even competitors respond to the vibrational quality of your character. As Ralph Waldo Emerson observed, "Who you are speaks so loudly I cannot hear what you say." To maximize this influence, focus on developing what I call attractive character, the harmonious integration of positive traits such as integrity, reliability, enthusiasm, and genuine concern for others. These qualities create a vibrational signature that attracts positive relationships conducive to your success. Expectation is a powerful force in the operation of the law of attraction. What you confidently expect tends to manifest in your experience. This principle explains why some individuals seem perpetually disappointed, while others appear consistently blessed with good fortune. The quality of your expectation depends on your habitual thought patterns. If you have developed the habit of expecting positive outcomes, you create a vibrational frequency that attracts those outcomes. Conversely, if you habitually expect disappointment or failure, you attract circumstances that confirm its expectations. To harness the power of expectancy, consciously cultivate the habit of positive expectation. Begin each day with the firm belief that something wonderful will happen. Approach each situation with the confidence that it will turn out for your benefit. View each person you encounter as a potential ally in the achievement of your goals. This positive expectancy is not naive optimism, but a practical application of the law of attraction. It creates a vibrational frequency that aligns you with positive possibilities rather than negative probabilities. The flow of prosperity in your life follows the principle of circulation. What you circulate returns to you multiplied. This applies not only to money, but to all forms of abundance, including ideas, opportunities, goodwill, and service. Many individuals fail to attract prosperity because they focus more on accumulation than on circulation. They hoard money, withhold ideas, restrict opportunities, and limit service, creating a vibration of scarcity that constricts the flow of abundance. To apply the principle of circulation, develop the habit of generous giving in all areas of life, share valuable ideas freely, provide exceptional service beyond what is required, give money to worthy causes, extend opportunities to others without expectation of immediate return. This generosity creates a vibration of abundance that activates the law of attraction at its highest level. What you give circulates through the economy of the universe and returns to you multiplied through channels you cannot initially foresee. The principles we have explored are not separate techniques to be applied in isolation, but interdependent aspects of a unified philosophy of success. Their power is magnified exponentially when they are integrated into a comprehensive system of thought, emotion, and action. Definiteness of purpose provides the direction. Faith supplies the motive power. Positive thinking creates the appropriate vibration. Organized planning transforms thought into action. Persistence sustains effort through challenges. Intuition guides refinement of plans. Detachment allows the universe to work through optimal channels. The mastermind alliance multiplies creative power. Gratitude maintains the flow of abundance. Like the instruments in an orchestra, these principles create harmony when properly integrated. The skilled conductor of this orchestra is your conscious mind, directing each element to contribute its unique quality to the symphony of success. The ultimate mastery of the law of attraction comes not from perfecting individual techniques, but from developing a consciousness in which all these principles operate simultaneously and harmoniously. This integrated consciousness becomes your natural state of being, requiring no conscious effort to maintain. In this state, you attract success effortlessly because you have become the embodiment of success principles. Your thoughts naturally align with your desires, your emotions naturally support your intentions, your actions naturally express your purpose, your relationships naturally contribute to your progress. The external manifestation of prosperity becomes a natural extension of your internal state of abundance. You no longer need to work the law of attraction because you have become one with it. Your vibration and the vibration of success are indistinguishable. The integration of these principles requires time, practice, and patience. Do not become discouraged if you do not immediately manifest perfect mastery. Each step you take toward this integrated consciousness brings incremental improvements in your ability to attract success. Begin by focusing on one principle at a time, practicing it until it becomes second nature, before adding another. Gradually, you will build a foundation of habits and attitudes that support the effortless operation of the law of attraction in your life. Throughout this process, maintain absolute faith in the perfect working of universal law. The law of attraction is as reliable as the law of gravity. It never fails to respond to the vibrational quality of your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. What appears as failure or delay in manifestation is merely feedback about the quality of your vibration. Use this feedback to refine your application of these principles, adjusting your thoughts, emotions, and actions until they align perfectly with your desires. Remember always that the universe